Standing in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Hey, coming up. So there is Phil Hurd, the man who put it all together. Last quarter underway now. Thompson in the middle. Picks it up, can't go with it though. Has a second go at it. The Crows through Hill. Slaps it on his boot. Rolls towards 50, but Westbrook intercepts it. Now gets it back in the 1-2. Kelpson in the back. An umpire saw the same thing I did. And out on centre wing. He now goes to the middle of the ground where Lewis is there. Couldn't take the mark. Gallucci does though. And he goes forward. But now it's the Eagles who've got a few men back. And if they play this right, they should be able to get out of here. They do. To Thompson. Jared Thompson of the Eagles. Paul comes charging through and takes the mark. Oh, but dropped the mark. Thought that he did have it. Now he's got it, picks it up. He's gone he's run about 15 metres in one spot. Petrenko handballs to Hampton. He's on centre wing. He swings around to the centre half forward position. Oh, men going down everywhere. One of those was Jack Hayes. He gives it to Petrenko. He goes to the centre of the ground with a kick. Mark taken, and away they go. An early goal here is going to be crucial for them. They go long. Oh, the kick is centimetre perfect to Johansson. That wasn't a rip-off call. If I can describe it to you, it was in the centre of the ground. Johansson running. He had to kick it over his head. Johansson did not break stride.
And a 45-metre kick too. Like, it wasn't a short pass. It was a great kick. Johansson in now. Put the first one on the board for the Eagles in the final quarter. The wind grabs it. It goes across the face to the Oz of the grandstand here at Mornteen Honda Oval. But first score on the board of the Eagles, 4 goals, 6. The Crows, 7 goals, 9. Cheney in the back pocket, goes to Dode. Dode wants to play on. Under pressure from Paul, does so, down the line, looking for big O'Brien. He fumbles the mark. Gafreda's in there. He's had a job on him all day. Undersized Gafreda, but doing a great job on the Crows, resting ruckman down back. Ball thrown up now. Hayes wins it down to Boyd. Boyd inside 50 for the Eagles. Lockie McGregor's the only man to fly and did well. Put the spoil on. No one really gaining possession except for Gus Paul, who dives on top of the ball. But he is tackled and we're going to have a ball up. We're about 40 metres out from the Eagles' goal, directly in front. They need one here, Pickles.
Yeah, desperate for another one. To get on the back of their third quarter barrage of goals, they need to keep going. It's being found undersized here at the moment, the Eagles. As far as the forwards attack go, Jack Hayes, McGregor at third man up, unlikely type. It's a wrestle at the moment. Ball does spit out eventually. It's going to come the way of Boyd. He dodges one. The smother was good from Scott Thompson, who slaps it on. Might have been under the watchful eye of the umpire. Cheney, one-handed kick around the body. It's going to fall into the arms of Johansson. A few guys short sideways wanted. He waves them off to his sides. Lewis is an option. And he hits him up 40 metres out directly in front for goal number 5 for the Eagles. We've gone 3 minutes 30 thanks to Colin Cozy Solar. And they will need to start scoring really quickly. And this would be ideal. Lewis is at a fantastic game. From 45, straight in front. Umpire goes sideways, too much.
It looks like that wind's dropped a little bit. That ball seems to be carrying a little bit further down to that northern end, Pickles. As we're going to see Cheney bring it back in for the Crows. He goes short, finds Menzel. Gallucci even. Gallucci, short again. This is Wig. Goes down the line, outer side wing, looking for the ruckman. Can't find him, falls to Heinges. He hands off to Boyd. Boyd short to Petrenko. Petrenko's had an excellent game. Been one of the Eagles' best. Swings around now. Into the pocket looking for Chris Hall. Dode comes over the top, thumps it out of bounds. Petrenko up to 24 possessions now, Pickles. Had a great day. Seedsman leading the way for the Adelaide Crows. He's had 31. Gone a bit quiet. Sure we'll have the ball in his hands again soon.
Yes,
Throws it. Now I've just said that, yeah.
That's all he needed to get another 10 possession.
Throws it in. Hunter in front. Can't take possession. Eagles working hard in this last quarter. And Harrison Wigg runs the ball over the boundary line.
It's going to be thrown in about the same spot that it was. But for Eagles fans, a lot of action so far in the right half of the ground. Unfortunately, just haven't been able to convert. Paul at the moment on top of the 50 all by himself if they can come up with a free ball. But at the moment it's Jack Hayes who kicks it long to the goal square. Waiting underneath it is Hardigan. He takes the mark uncontested. And the Crows spread. Hardigan takes a while to get rid of it. Eventually does. Goes back on the outer side to a 3-on-1. Scott Thompson in the back couldn't take the mark. Now Boyd goes with the right foot. Oh, the kick is a good one, and so is the mark from Johansson. He's missed one already this quarter. And so has Lewis.
I tell you what, Pickles, this Eagles crowd just getting up a bit up and about at the minute. I can feel something here.
They need a goal to get them going, though. Johansson. On this occasion, he's got it. It's the 5th for the Eagles. This margin now inside 20 points. Only 6 minutes gone, and thanks to Cool and Cozy. The Telstra Store Westlake scoreboard reads the Eagles 4-7-31. The Crows 7-9-51. In fact, it's 5-7-37. And as far as Villiers sausage rolls, goal of the days go, Bonz. It wasn't the goal of the day, but it might have been the most important one.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's sort of given the Eagles a little bit of a chance here.
That's what it's done. It's given them hope.
Only 7 minutes gone. We're back in the middle now. Last quarter action from Mornteen Highland Oval. Scott Lewis, great handle out wide to Comtigiani. He goes long looking for Wunke. He's got the sit. Wunke! And he's got it! So Mick Wunke had the sit. Again, the Eagles running the ball out of the centre courtesy of Scott Lewis. A good clearing handball out to Comtigiani. He went long.
I think you've undersold that handball.
It was an excellent handball.
About 20-metre handball like a dart.
So, important kick here. Tight angle. Distance, no problems. Only about 20 metres out. Mick Wunke comes in. Kicks the ball. He likes it. He likes it. And so does the goal umpire. The Eagles are back. Into the breeze on the Telstra Store Westlake scoreboard. The Eagles now 6-7. The Adelaide Crows 7-9. Pickles, we've seen some life in this gold side now.
They have come from the clouds, Bonds. Not over yet, though, of course. They still trail, but the momentum is all with the Eagles. And all of the right players are getting their hands on it. Lewis, Wunke, Petrenko. I think Jack Hayes being injected into the ruck has been a great move.
Yeah, he's been excellent.
Having said that, West is back in there. O'Brien gets his hand on this one and kicks it out of there. Seedsman now, straight up and under. Running onto that is Thompson, Scott Thompson. Petrenko goes long, down in front of us on the grandstand. The mark taken is a good one by Hall. Then thumps it long to Wunke. Sets himself. Can't take it though. Paul, the pickup was good. Can he get rid of it? He can't, and the kick play on is a call from the umpire. Hardigan, he was taken in the tackle. And then Hill smacks it down, gets some good distance with that kick. It gets to the centre of the ground. Eagles now by hand. Lewis, quick handball was really clever. Now they go wide. The Crows pick it up and clear it with a dodgy kick. But the mark's going to be taken. Is that O'Brien out there, Bonds? He goes into the... Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Into Goldsworthy. Smothered. Goldsworthy picks it up, looks for Paul, goes over his head. Now it falls to Gore. He dropped it, went to kick it, couldn't find his foot. Gus Paul tackled him.
He's got it.
And got a high tackle. So Gus Paul tackled him and then got hit high. Comes out, gives it to Comtigiani, running into an open goal. It comes off the side of his boot and taken by Ben Davis for the Crows, but he goes short and intercepted. Intercepted by Jake Johansson. The little chip kick from Davis was looking for Murphy. Couldn't find him, and Johansson run across, took the mark, and he'll line up to put the Eagles within a goal. 40 metres out. Good looking kick. The umpire likes it. It's a goal! Another Billy sausage roll. And the roof is lifting off of the Barry Jarman stand here at Morteen Hyundai Oval as the Eagles come within a goal. Pickles, unbelievable.
They are doing everything right at the moment. Hitting hard, hitting passes. It's just so much what they weren't doing. The kicking is so much better. The tackling is so much harder.
Can you believe it? On the Telstra Westlake scoreboard, the Eagles 7-7, just 2 points behind the Adelaide Crows, now 7 goals, 9.
Crows will stop to a walk at the moment.
11 minutes gone, final quarter action, thanks to Coolin Cozy Solar.
But take some credit, Johansson, for that. The intercepting marker, one-hander.
Yeah, read it beautifully.
West wins this one out. Hampden couldn't pick it up. Does wrap it up in the tackle, though. An umpire's going to run in and we'll do it again. It's still inside the centre square. Right contest, not one. Hampden squeezes one out. But the Eagles are going to get the clearance. Quick handball is good to Petrenko. From the centre square, he goes long. One-on-one. Wonky from behind. Can't take the mark. But a chance leading the races hall. Tight angle. Goes to Wonky. He runs it over bounds. Umpire might have called a high one. No.
There's a bit of mayo on that from Wonks, I think.
Yeah, he took up an acting career for a while there. It was quite a good one. Boundary umpire's going to throw it in about 3 minutes. 3 metres around from that point post. Does so. It's West. From behind. It comes out to Johansson, the goal scorer, with a long kick to Boyd. He goes long. Eagles are in front! Eagles are in front! Billy's sausage roll of the day. 8-7. 55. They lead the Crows. 7-9. 51. We've gone 12-12 on the Telstra Store Westlake scoreboard and also the Cool and Cozy Solar. Bonz, for skill hire, you're at Morteen Hyundai Oval and you're having a ball.
You are having a ball. Mate, so this is unbelievable. The Eagles have come from nowhere. They just looked out of the game. The Crows were in control all day. The rain's come. The wind's died a little bit, but they're entering. Petrenko, Lewis, and Johansson. I mean,
yes, Johansson up forward is really getting amongst it.
We're back in the middle now. Petrenko again wins the ball out of the middle. Comes to Nick Hayes. He can't get it forward. He's tackled. Jarman lays a tackle on Roland, and we'll have another ball up. Umpire throws the ball in the air. West got it down. Taken by Hunter. Hacked it forward for the Crows. This game's not over by any means. Gafrada's there for the Eagles. He hands it, looking for Goldsworthy. Goldsworthy in there again. Shuffles it through his legs to Sinor. Wigg lays a tackle on Sinor. And the umpire will come in and ball it up again. So from nowhere, the Eagles have hit the front. They now lead by 4 points when it just didn't look likely, did it, Pickles?
We tried by as much as 7 goals at one stage. Petrenko again wrapped up in a tackle.
Special thanks to Kay Head for the nice words. Enjoying the commentary on Mixlot.
I think I might have just blown her ears out with that last goal. Apologies to anyone
You blew
who...
mine out, that's for sure.
So they throw it up again, centre half back position for the Eagles.
Ooh.
Murphy wraps up the tackle. And this game is just steadied down a bit. Still inside the centre square. Just back half side for the Eagles. Another pack. Now Thompson throws it on his boot. Scott Thompson gets it inside 50 for Adelaide. Mark taken about 15 metres out straight in front by Deer.
To the silence of the crowd.
Who sort of had forgotten that there was another side out there. I know I did. Because it was one-way traffic for 14 minutes and 29 seconds. We've played 14 minutes 33. So Deer with instructions from the grandstand to kick it to the left of the goals. Unfortunately, he doesn't. For Eagles fans, it goes straight as a die. And he puts the Crows back in front. Telstra Store Westlake scoreboard reads the Crows. 8 goals, 9. 57. Now they lead it by 2 points to the Eagles on 55. 15 minutes gone. Next to Cool and Cozy, you're here at Morn Team Hyundai Oval. Pickles and Bonz calling all the action for you. Thanks to Skill Hire.
Yeah, it's going to be Jack Hayes back in the centre doing the ruck work for the Eagles.
I've liked this move today, Bonz.
Yeah, big hunter for the Crows. Umpire throws it up. They go at it. Probably no one won that decisively. We'll have a holding free against Scott Lewis. Petrenko wanted to go on with it, but has to come back to Lewis. So Lewis has got a runner in Siner. Runs through the ground looking for Wunky. Found him! Oh, Wunky dropped what he should have taken. Cheney's there for the Crows. Hacks it forward. Menzel can't take it. Thompson there for the Eagles. Gives it to Boyd. Boyd puts it back into the 50-metre line, but goes straight to Cheney. And he takes the mark. Right under pressure now, the Adelaide Crows from this Eagles side. Davis now hacks it forward for the Crows to the wing. Mark not taken. Boyd's in there again for the Eagles, having a great last quarter. Comes out to Scott Thompson for the Crows. He goes forward, looking for Deer. Didn't quite find him. Ball on the ground. Players dive on top of it. And it looks like the umpire's found a free kick. It's a high tackle. Looks like it's going to go the way of Deer.
He's come up a bit lame there. Now the wind earlier in the game would have given him some sort of chance to lob this close to the goal line. Not on this occasion. It's going to fall outside the goal square. Back of the pack. The umpire's paid a free kick for a push, which was most definitely there. Of course it was.
You can see those flags on the scoreboard now, Pickles. They are just flat. The wind has just completely died.
And in a 3-on-1, it was the Crows who've taken the mark. I can't pick that player out there, Bonz.
I think it's Deer.
Deer again. And then on this occasion, he's a couple of metres closer.
He's taking the Michael Holding run up.
So he's backing himself in. They currently lead it by 2 points. We've played 17.5 minutes. 45-degree angle. He's going to kick from about 55. It's a long kick. And a kick that doesn't change the scoreboard in any way, shape or form.
That's Boyd.
And the Eagles now got a chance to reset. Come out of defence via Lewis, who goes sideways, ends up with Paul. He's on the 50-metre arc. He's got Comatigiani on the grandstand. Slowing it right down, but he goes inboard to Sinor. The kick's a half volley. The pick-up was good. The handball back to Paul set him some work. Lewis over the top. Working hard here, the Eagles, to get it out of danger. Lewis smacks it around the corner. They really have found a way out of there somehow. Now running. Decides to tap it on the ground as Comatigiani. Thinks that's a much better option than the bounce. Wunky. Oh, diving forward is a great mark. Could have given it to Johansson. He says, no, I'll hang on to it. Has some options. One of those is Jack Hayes. No, it's Roland, in fact. Within range. Going to take some sort of a kick, though, with this breeze. So he goes back to Wunky. Oh, he takes the mark.
Good mark.
Distance will be absolutely no issue.
It's a good mark, Pickles. He was under pressure from Tom Dode, who was coming back at him.
Caught one round the head.
Yep, strong hands. And can he put the Eagles back in front? Sucking in the big ones at the moment, Wunky. Throws up some pretend grass.
I think he told him to get back on the mark. Get back.
This wind has absolutely died. Michael Wunky runs in. Kicks from 35. It looks pretty good off the boot. It comes back, and the Eagles are back in front. Another Billy sausage roll for Mick Wunky. And the Eagles lead it by 4 points. 19.5 minutes gone on the Cool and Cozy solar clock. It's Wunky's fourth goal. He's had a good day. in trying conditions. But Pickles, what a contest now.
Well, amazingly, he's having his best quarter in the quarter that you would think it's not going to happen, into the breeze, when the game could have been absolutely toasted.
Yeah, we're back in the middle now. Hayes will continue in the ruck against O'Brien this time. O'Brien won it down to Thompson, but he couldn't take possession. Scott Lewis is in there for the Eagles, working hard. So is James Boyd. Boyd has it, runs out of the pack, hacks it forward to the 50-metre line. He's got Chris Hall running back with the play. Oh, strong contest. Gaffney ends up with it to Paul. Over the top to Lockie McGregor. Lockie McGregor has a man inside, but he goes for goal. He had Johansson by himself, went for goal, and it's only a minor score. Eagles 8 goals, 9-61. The Crows, 62. The Crows 9-8-57.
But he also had the crowd in the grandstand. Oh, the incoming kick from the Crows doesn't hit the target. It's on the ground. Now it's starting to pick up. The Crows via hand. Jarman goes wide to Cheney, who smacks it on the boot. The kick's going to roll out of bounds. And Westbrook is going to be able to bring that one back in. Centre wing. He comes in straight away, goes to Sinor. So not the greatest restart from the Crows. Boyd.
He's been good this last quarter, Boyd.
Certainly has. Goes long, down the line. Mark taken by Jack Hayes. Receives the handball back in the 1-2, Jack Hayes. He gives it away to Murphy. Has his legs taken out from underneath him. Umpire saw it and said, you're going to have a kick.
Lucky because there was a turnover there. The Eagles had possession.
He goes down the line, long, sitting in front of the pack. Oh, big fly. Scott Thompson from the Crows grabs it on the right, goes around the corner, kicks it to Scott Thompson, to Jared Thompson.
Or Luke.
Or Luke, any of the Thompson. Any Thompson you like. If your name is Thompson, just get out of the park. It's the right day for the Thompsons. Umpire's going to throw it in almost right underneath that light post, which I've got no doubt Bonz is going to be turned on pretty soon.
All right, throw in. Outer side wing. Just to the Crows' advantage. Ball in now. No one really wins it. Comes to the back of the pack. Petrenko's there. Hacks it forward. Cheney in the best position takes the mark. And he will run and kick into side 50 for the Adelaide Crows. It's a big up and under kick, but the Crows are running. Beach flew high, couldn't take it. Comes out now. There's Crows players everywhere. Searsman's one of them. He picks up, but he's tackled strongly. And another big tackle on the Adelaide Crows. These Eagles won't give up at the moment. They've got all the running here. They're up and about. Big tackle from Matt Goldsworthy on Harrison Wigg. And it's a ball up. Hayes wins it down. Comitigiani has it. Hands it over to Petrenko. He gives it to Gafreda. Gafreda's kick smothered. Comes to Sinor. He's got Goldsworthy there, but can't find him. The Crows have it now. Scott Thompson, he can't grab it. Working hard, both teams. It's a bit of a maul at the moment. The umpire's found a free kick. And on the bottom of the pack, it's in a yellow jersey, it's James Boyd. And he'll take the relieving kick.
Boyd goes sideways. Opens it right up. Eagles under a bit of pressure now. But the Crows squeeze them up.
Fellow his own shadow there, James Boyd.
Yes. Trying to extract another 25, but you need another player near you.
Bit of an Unco gene coming into play there.
So slowly but surely they work it down the line. Pack sets himself. Oh, Wonky, the good mark. Late in the quarters, he does like to get himself up towards the wing. He goes to Lewis. Inside the centre square. The left footer. Oh, he's got to set himself a task. Jarman came over the top, couldn't take the mark though. 2-on-1 in the centre square. Eagles fighting hard. If they can squeeze one out, they do. It comes to Paul. Paul now to Lewis. Lewis caught one in the back. They jump on top of him. Ball won't come out of there, or maybe it does. Quick kick. Oh, the smother off the ground was good from Comitigiani. Then the kick was excellent. Stops, props. Johansson waits to McGregor. Found him.
Yeah, good play from Jake Johansson. It's been a live wire in this last quarter. Fuller run.
So McGregor has got a really tough kick. We are right behind it. He's going to be kicking on round about where the 50 meets the boundary.
Plenty of advice from the members in the stand.
And with 25 minutes gone, this is going to be crucial. It's bending back. It's bending back. Oh, it might be soccer through. I thought there was an opportunity for Hansen to belt it. He couldn't do it. But the umpire's going to come in and ball it up right on the goal line. Scott Thompson from Adelaide grabs it. Tried to run around the boundary. He got bumped out of bounds. Well, that was pretty poorly played. I thought they should have got it through.
Yeah, they should have. So 25 and a half minutes gone, final term. The Eagles lead it by 5 points to lock up top spot. And the first week off of the finals. Thrown in now. Jack Hayes in front, hits it down. Off the ground. Oh! Don't tell me he's kicked it. Jared Petrenko has hacked it out of the ground. Unbelievable scenes as he's mauled by his teammates. The ball come loose out of a pack. Jared Petrenko threw his foot at it and through the middle of the ground, and surely, Pickles, that's the game winner for the Eagles.
And the celebration was very much straight out of the EPL.
31 possessions, including that goal for Jared Petrenko.
Which you might just write down as the match-winning goal. Then I think we will scratch that one in.
That was certainly the Villies' goal of the day. What an unbelievable goal. And, mate, what an unbelievable comeback from the Eagles here.
Well, we've seen them do it before at this ground, but probably not in circumstances such like this. Smother was great work from Boyd. Oh, he got absolutely ridden like Let's Elope there.
I thought you would have went with Winks, but that's okay.
For some reason, Minx was in my head, which I knew wasn't the horse, which was a hell of a ride yesterday if you missed that.
James Boyd up to 28 now.
He goes in short, still inside the circle. The word must have got out that time must be close. Now, there it is. Siren goes. They've come from nowhere. The match-winning goal was an absolute sensation for Petrenko. At seven goals down at one stage. Crowd has gone nuts.
There's people banging on the fence there. It's a bit loud, isn't it? Anyway, the Eagles have come back and stolen the game. They really shouldn't have. And tied up top spot. Mickey Godden will be wrapped with this performance. Yeah,
he certainly will be able to have a lot of stuff to work on from that the second quarter and the first quarter. But he will also take a great deal of pride and gratitude and in the way that they fought back and they learnt from the mistakes that they were making.
Look, and it was the big names that came to the fore. You know, it was Scott Lewis, Jared Petrenko, Joe Hansen was outstanding. James Boyd in that last quarter was great. And big wunks up forward.
Yeah, he was brilliant. Jack Hayes in the ruck did a whole heap of good work. He certainly gave him a look at it, gave him a little bit more momentum around the place. But disappointing one for the Crows. They really should have stitched that one up and taken that one home. But that ends their finals chances, and it certainly, as you said, locks up top spot for the Eagles.
Well, full credit to the Eagles in just what was a great day. 4,700 people here to witness what was a great game of footy. It was tough early. The Crows got on a bit of a run, had a really nice lead, and then I guess just when the rain started to fall, it was almost like the rain got the Eagles going.
Yes, I thought you were going to say it sounded like 47,000 at one stage. It got very loud in here, but so no, fantastic game, fantastic win, and they will enjoy that one for a while, I think, and they'll be talking about it at Morn Team Hyundai for a long, long time. Where you hear the day that you saw that comeback.
All right, we'll just look at some of the stat winners for the day. Paul Seaman was excellent. He faded away just in that last quarter. Yep. He ended with 33. Scott Thompson, I thought, was the Crows' best player. He was great at it all day. He had 29 possessions. Harrison Wigg, 25. Carl Chaney down back had 23 possessions. He was good as well. But for the Eagles, mate. Yeah,
I think there's no mistake that their best player was Petrenko. He just extracted so many balls out of the clinches and out of the clearances, out of the the ball ups, even when there wasn't a ball up. Anything that was tight, he was there, and he was clean all day, and then that finish was unbelievable.
Yes, he had 31 possessions. James Boyd, 29. Scott Lewis, 29. Johansson, 24. We mentioned all those blokes as, you know, the reason these guys got across the line today. And a quick message from Craig Grantham, who's listening to the live stream. Go you mighty Eagles, and thanks for the broadcast. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Yes.
And hope you can tune in next Saturday when we're here to take on the Bulldogs.
Yes.
So that'll be another good game. But what this does do, Pickles, it locks in that top spot for the Eagles. They can't get knocked. They can't lose that top spot now. So they have first week off of the finals.
Yeah, and locks us in for box number 5, where we'll be calling all the Eagles live games from the finals at Adelaide Oval. Bonds, we'll run through these for you before we nick off.
All right, the cool and cozy mark of the day for mine, it was that cut-off from Jake Johansson. Really important time in the game. He cut off the game, kicked the goal.
But it was a good mark too. One-handed, running backwards. It was a really good mark. The goal of the day, well, up until about 1 minute before the end of the game, we had someone else written in there, but then Petrenko, the volley out of mid-air, that was brilliant.
It was a crazy goal, and yeah, he wins the Billies goal of the day. Player of the match, the Phil Hoffman Travel. I think, mate, this is no. It's
a no-brainer.
No-brainer here. Yeah. Special mentions to Scott Lewis and James Boyd, but Jared Petrenko wins the Phil Hoffman Travel Player of the Match.
And Barry Studley's fan of the day. Unfortunately, Bonds,
we might give out 2 next week.
Due to the excitement of the game, we sort of forgot about anything other than the footy.
And again, thanks to Phil Herden for joining us at 3/4 time.
Yes. And
congratulations to him and the Eagles for putting on what it was a great community day.
It certainly was.
It's more about football today. It was all about community.
And so it's nice of Adelaide to play out their role and let the Eagles have a come from behind brilliant win. We'll have a listen to them as they walk off through the stand here. That's the celebration that they're getting.
Well-deserved applause.
Every man and woman here on their feet, clapping them off the ground. It was a most enjoyable day, Bonds. As you said, we'll be back here for the Bulldogs clash next week.
Yep, and King Kong has just put in his vote for Scotty Lewis on Mixler, sending us a little message. He's obviously a big Scott Lewis fan.
Well, he was good.
A lot of Eagles players are. So, look, Pickles, it's been great to be here again, and we thank the Eagles for having us for lunch today.
Yes.
We really enjoyed that as well. And don't forget to tune in Tuesday night to the Pickles Bonz Sports Show at picklesandbonz.com.
Yes.
And that's about it, mate, isn't it? Another great game of footy here at Montine Hyundai.
I think we're all done.
All right, we'll see you next Saturday for the same type of thing and hopefully the same type of result. This has been Pickles and Bonz.
Good heads for radio.